Okay, so a few last things I want to point out for design resources for you guys is so on this sorority fraternity group list, because kind of where you go to see like the year founded, the letters of the house, the nickname, the sorority name that we talked about earlier. There's also certain sorority rules. So these are just weird rules that different houses have, or that like the whole organizations have as a whole. So as you can see for these sororities, and this will kind of apply across the board for all the sororities, whether they're large, medium, small, whatever. The sorority name needs to be on either on the same line or be on separate lines. So, like for an example, Alpha Chi Omega, you would either need to have this all three words, Alpha Chi and Omega, to be on the exact same line, or you need to be like Alpha and then Chi right below it, and then Omega right below it. It couldn't be, Alpha Chi on one line and then Omega below it. I know it's a weird rule, but that's just the way they are. And we got to make sure we get these right. Otherwise, we got to keep revising them. It just takes more time. So yeah, that's one thing to keep in mind when creating the designs from the task sheet is when you're going through whatever it is. You may see a design number sometimes that violates that rule that has the alpha chi on one line that omega below it. There may be more rules here as we add them in the future, but make sure to take them into account. And if one of these designs does violate the rule from the inspiration side of where you go to see it, then change it up to where it doesn't violate the rule. And then one other thing is on the Affinity portal. So this is a design resources section for you guys. When you We'll give you an Affinity login, and to get here, all you do is you would type in Affinity licensing into Google, and it'll be the first thing that comes up. You can just click login. We'll give you some login information, and it'll probably just have access to this brand section. So if you click brand, these are all the organizations that we are licensed for. So through here, you can either scroll through and find them, or you can just click on one. So for an example, if I click on like Alpha Delta Pi, it gives us some different resources. So it has like the style guide. I wouldn't worry too much about this top stuff, but it has lots of images. So you can see if we scroll down, they have lots of different stuff. Like diamond's one of their big things. Here's their official font letters and different we don't need to always use this font, but I'm just saying that this is here for you. The bigger things here is things like this. So they have the crest, they have the crest, I guess, in different shades. So some designs won't use the full color crest, maybe one color. So this will help you get that one color crest. This is also a common emblem that they use, for instance, that will show incorporate designs. Here's some patterns that their national organization has elected as one of their patterns. If you keep scrolling, you can see their official fonts down here. Again, you don't have to use these fonts and everything, because obviously if you go through our designs, these are obviously nowhere near any of their official fonts. This is just kind of just a reference for you guys, and these are their official colors. This is more as we go forward, and we have designs that are kind of more tailored towards each organization that we might incorporate. For a single design up here on our task sheet, we might have a note that says, hey, use the organization's colors in the design. So then when you're creating each design, it's going to be helpful if you can go on here as you're creating the Alpha Delta Pi design. You could one, reference their colors, or if we said use their crest, you can grab like a different version of their crest, whether you need the full color one or separate color ones, and then or whatever the resource we might be using. And then whatever it's worth, we do have the crest for the sororities already finished. If we go back here, I believe they're finished at least. I might be wrong. They used to be. There's probably somewhere in here. There'll eventually be a folder here, probably titled 0, where you can just go on and there'll be all the crests in there. But as of now, if you need the crest, definitely you can just come on to Affinity Gateway, and you'll be provided with the login information on here, and you can grab it that way as well.